Code Bravo, Bravo, Bravo is something you never want to hear on board a cruise ship. Unfortunately, code Bravo, Bravo, Bravo was used today on Royal Caribbean's Jewel of the Seas. We've been following this story all day, and it is now time, right here on Island Time, that we bring this news to you. It's breaking in the last 3 hours. Let's talk about it right now on Island Time. Happy Wednesday evening, Islanders. I know it's a late video, but this is big news. I'm recording this after 5 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Crew Center first broke this story regarding Royal Caribbean's Jewel of the Seas and an incident that took place on board today. The Jewel of the Seas, again, Royal Caribbean ship. It was brought into commission in 2004. It is in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean right now. I mean, the last place you would want to be if you had a fire on board. Probably not much help around. Usually, actually, there is some in this situation. But middle of the Atlantic, headed, of course, to the United States, to Miami. And yes, let's get right into the news right here on Island Time. Not news that we want to report, but news we have to report. We followed it for the last several hours. Crew Center broke it. I had to say I need to see some more sources on this before I share it. And there's more sources out there to confirm this story. So code Bravo, Bravo, Bravo was sounded on the Jewel of the Seas this afternoon, less than 3 hours ago. The ship, like I said, is in the Atlantic Ocean. It's headed to Miami. She is scheduled to arrive in Miami on the 14th. So just a few days away. She's still several days away in the middle of the Atlantic. Okay, sources reported. Okay, this is from Crew Center. Sources reported that crew members were preparing for a possible evacuation off the ship. Some of them even going as far as getting their life jackets, putting their life jackets on, and it was a scary situation on board. There was water that flooded deck 1 of the Jewel of the Seas in the forward section of the ship, which caused a chemical reaction followed by thick smoke. In essence, there was a fire of some sort on board. A scary situation. It's a situation in which you don't know what the result's going to be. Let's be thankful that there are no passengers on board. You heard that. No passengers on board the Jewel of the Seas. It is crew members only. But that does not take away from the fear and anxiety that when a code Bravo is called, meaning fire on board, what that can do to crew members. And they have the same emotions as passengers would have. Okay? Now, portside launching team. So the portside launching team was called at their emergency stations. They were told to prepare to launch the lifeboats. Now, I don't say that to go into the dire situation that took place on the Jewel of the Seas. I say that because that is probably, well, I can tell you factually, that is in the emergency action plan of the vessel. In any situation, especially one where Bravo is used, a fire is on board, you are going to have your team go ahead and prepare for lifeboats to be launched. That's going to be something that happens early on in your emergency action plan, just in case it has to be used. So I'm not saying that to try to beef up the situation. It's something that's in the emergency action plan by Royal Caribbean, and it's something that was used. Okay, launching team was called to lifeboat 14, and they were on standby. Now, shortly after this entire situation took place, and fear was, of course, in the air, the captain made an announcement on board that the situation and fire was under control, and as far as we know, there are no injuries to crew members, and that things are returning to normal. So Jewel of the Seas is sailing across the Atlantic with only crew members, and there are no passengers. That's the good news. Okay, now, I will show you a map of where the Jewel of the Seas currently is positioned. You can see that there are a ton of other vessels alongside the Jewel of the Seas that are very close. Matter of fact, the seashore is very close by in case they needed help. So this is a situation where if things got really bad, okay, there would have been help around. But as far as we know, Code Bravo was called. Emergency teams did respond. Even evacuation teams responded to lifeboats, but that was not needed, and we are thankful, okay? I am sure that in the hours ahead into the evening or tomorrow morning, we will hear an official word from Royal Caribbean. I'll expect to hear that. And there will be others that will come forward with more information. But as of now, the Jewel of the Seas, she's still headed to Miami. Looks like everything is under control. And we've escaped a scary situation on board. With that said, Islanders, I want to hear, have you ever been on board a cruise ship where something happened that was a dire or emergency situation? I could list several that have taken place over the years by multiple cruise lines, but I want to know, have you ever been on board in some equipment malfunction? There was an emergency, not just a health emergency that happens almost weekly, but what about something mechanical? Okay, I know it probably scared you, but has that happened to you? Let us know in the comments below. We hope that you like this video. If so, give us a thumbs up. And if you're not an Islander yet, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. This is a reason why you should be subscribing with the notification bell on. It's situations like this, breaking news like this, that if you're subscribed and that bell is rung, you will receive an alert as soon as I push the button to publish this video on YouTube. Okay, we will keep you posted on this story and many others tomorrow as we work toward the back half of the week. We hope you're having a great week, and we will talk to you tomorrow unless something emerges from this that we need to follow up on tonight, right here on Island Time.